Hey guys, 7W Rocks here, and I'm here to do my NXT TakeOver Respect review, talk about it, thoughts and whatnot. Not gonna go in if you've seen any of my reviews or whatever. Not gonna go in move for move because honestly I don't remember move for move. I don't remember all the spots, and I didn't like take notes during the show or whatever. So sorry if you, but you guys watched it, so you know what happens. And if you didn't watch it, exit out of this video and go watch it. It was an entertaining show. So. Quick overview, 6 matches, I believe. Let me check real quick. But a quick overview, if you don't want to stay and listen to the whole review, try not to take too much of your time. Usually I talk way too long, and I apologize for that. But 6 matches on the card, just do a quick overview. I thought it was a really entertaining night. Yes, obviously not the best takeover. A lot of people were saying, yes, it was the best. Others were saying, it was okay. It wasn't even that good. But in all, for my opinion, I think it was a good show. It was entertaining. It was something different. We had the spotlight on the tag team and spotlight, on the main event, of course, with the divas or women's wrestlers, whatever. So I enjoyed it. But a lot of people that say it was okay and it wasn't that good. I mean, I thought every match was entertaining. I know some people were just so pissed off with certain things that they didn't even care about the next match, which I, can see and understand. But yeah, there was a few matches that maybe weren't the greatest, but I thought every match did its part well and, was good. So let's get right into it. The first match was the first semifinals match in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. I had to watch it on my computer, so it froze a lot during the first match, so I really wasn't able to see, the best version of the match. But it was Finn Balor and Samoa Joe versus the Mechanics, who are Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder. If I can just say real quick, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson, really haven't seen much of them. Great tag team. I really enjoyed their work. The heel stuff they do, cutting off the ring and throwing him in the corner, beating down on Finn Balor's leg. I think they did a great job doing that. Usually that's something I really don't care about because it just seems like the match is really slow when they just work on the guy's body part and just tag in, tag out. It gets slow, it gets boring. But I don't know, just something about them, how they did it. They were exciting, and I enjoyed them. I thought they're a good heel team, and I could hopefully see them getting some sort of push now, on NXT TV because they really don't do much. They do the live events mostly, but it was exciting. A good opener. I enjoyed it. Finn Balor, just sporting the injury, whatnot, and then Samoa Joe came in, just cleared house, hit the muscle buster. Finn Balor hit the double foot stomp. But it hurt him pretty badly, but he's still able to get the pin, the 1, 2, 3. So they advanced in a good opening match. Nothing crazy. I think, some of the ways they hurt Finn Balor's leg were pretty creative and, just crazy to see. Good heels. So I'm a fan of the Mechanics now. I really enjoy the work, and hopefully they get, better push. But this one I saw, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe winning to go on to the finals. So next was the next semifinal match, which was Rhino and Baron Corbin versus Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, where Chad Gable is going to be a star. Just so the fans so behind him, save the Gable chance, and he got beat down a lot of this match, but it was just he's going to be a star. Just he's great, powerful guy. There was one where he did the I forget what Doug Williams calls it, but it's where you do the roll when you're holding a guy in a German suplex position. You roll in and then you continue the German suplex. Man, I forgot what Doug Williams calls it. But Gable hit that on Corbin, and it was just absolutely insane. Like just a guy, just his small size, just so power to pick up Baron Corbin is insane. And I like Jason Jordan, but Chad Gable I think is going to go really far. Exciting match though, just really fun. Baron Corbin looked like did a lot better. Usually he's his quick matches, not that great offense. I saw a match live with him and Samoa Joe, and he wasn't the best. But this match I felt like he was giving it some extra moves here and there, and did his part well. I think all 4 guys did a really great job, and I forget how it happened, but it looked like I want to say Rhino hit a gore or Baron hit his finisher, and he went to pin Gable, and it was like, no, they're going to freaking lose, Gable and Jordan, because I'm really pulling for them. I picked them to win. And Jordan broke up the pin, and the freaking fans just freaked out and just erupted. They were like, oh, I cannot believe he saved that. And that was really awesome. The fans, Full Sail, Ronnie, generic luchador, go check out his channel. He was there. Awesome crowd. Full Sail's always great. I really enjoy that crowd. And just the match is really fun, just fast paced, and Gable's awesome. The reversal into Baron Corbin's finisher was insane. Gable came around to do like a spin around tornado DDT, and right when he was getting dropped to do it, Baron Corbin, lifts him up for the end of days. Just crazy finish. It looked beautiful. 1, 2, 3, and honestly, after I was like, I'm sad Gable and Jordan didn't win. That was my pick, but it was an awesome match. It was entertaining, so I don't really care. Shift forward the next day, today, obviously I'm thinking about it at school because, that's what I think. I don't think about what the teacher's talking about, no. But that, I don't get why they had Rhino and Baron Corbin advance. Don't get that at all. Like, it's the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Tag team. These are two guys thrown together. Chad Gable and Jordan should have won it. I really don't get how they could have Baron Corbin and Rhino advance. Like, Rhino, you don't really need any credibility to him. Baron Corbin, he should be a singles guy. Really shouldn't be tagged at all. But I didn't get that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm at a loss for words. I really don't get the point of that. It should have. I think Gable and Jordan versus Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. Even if Finn Balor and Samoa Joe still win, I think it would have been a better match. But it's a tag team classic. These guys should have been freaking picked and said, you're going to win it. Vaudevillains were kicked out, and they're the tag team champions, which is even crazier. But I just don't get how two teams thrown together would win the tag classic. Like, I'll save this thing for the finals. But I didn't get that at all. So that's just my opinion, though. Next, I believe, is Asuka. Yeah, Asuka versus Dana Brooke. This match was interesting. It was her big debut, Asuka, and it was good. I honestly enjoyed it. Not necessarily a squash match, but Dana Brooke didn't get that much offense in. But this might sound weird, but I was thinking about this last night, and somebody tweeted it, so I was like, dang it, I should have tweeted it first, but whatever. Asuka basically how she was brought in. This debut match is how Hideo Itami should have been brought in. He should have had his match, destroyed someone. He just kicked, charisma, everything, just hit the ground running in his debut. He was set back where he had the program with the Ascension, getting the crap beaten out of him for most of those weeks. Then it basically was like, we used Hideo just to bring in Finn Balor. Asuka, just charisma, just the funny thing when she did the Dana Brooke, snap and taunt thing and whatever entrance thing was awesome. The crowd loved it, was eating it up. So Asuka did a great job with playing off to the crowd, listening to the reactions and playing off from it, which I think, honestly could be hard for foreigners. I don't know, if she did struggle or, Hideo struggles or whatever, but, the NXT crowd, something different for her, I would think. Very different, honestly. So she played off the crowd, which is amazing, though. And she hit a amazing flying armbar that I personally thought that should have ended it, because it was just so cool how she was able to just jump, flip into the armbar. But then she did those brutal kicks. She did a nasty kick to the head, and then finished her off with a chicken wing thing. I think a body scissors chicken wings type deal. That was Bayley's thing. I don't know. It was something like that. It was some armbar, chicken wing type thing, but a body scissor around it. And Dana Brooke was forced to tap out. So Asuka did great. I'm really excited to see her have some programs, have some feuds, maybe with Bayley, Nia Jax, whatever, maybe even Emma or Dana Brooke. But I'm a fan of her. I'm really interested. That was the first match I've ever seen of hers, and I was really impressed. She hit a German suplex, which is awesome. The kicks were great, and just the charisma mostly, was really awesome to see. So not even just great in the ring, but, great interacting with the crowd and stuff. So great job on Asuka's part. I can't wait to see what she does at the taping, which are happening tonight. So next, Apollo Crews versus Tyler Breeze. Kind of a filler match. Wasn't, the craziest thing ever. Crews took a huge bump when Breeze just threw him into the, not Titantron, but the screen on the ring, the ring apron. Kind of like that. So, and it just a brutal bump it looked like. Not the craziest match. Breeze was able to reverse his moonsault, Crews moonsault, and then Crews grabbed him, hit a power bomb, and got the 1, 2, 3. So he didn't win with the moonsault, which was good. Because I don't really like that as a finisher. I think it should be a signature or something. But a good match. I mean, it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but I hope Breeze goes to the main roster. I hope this is, he's ending it in NXT. I would really like to just see him in the main roster, honestly. But Crews is always, great, and I'm really happy for him, but I always feel bad for Breeze when this happens to him. Next, the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe versus Rhino and Corbin. Just the craziest, tag team. I never thought these two guys were or these two teams would be the finals. I thought Finn Balor and Samoa Joe were going to make it to the finals, but I'm just pretty surprised, honestly. And a pretty good match. It wasn't, crazy. I think out of the last night, Gable, Jordan, and Baron and Rhino was the best tag match. But it was great to see, tag team finally get their big, not the biggest match ever, but, have a good match on the card. And it was good to see, Finn Balor and Samoa Joe ultimately get the win. Finn Balor's, sporting the injury, recuperating or whatever. It seemed like he wasn't going to be, best prepared for this match with the injury. But he was able to power through because he's Finn Balor. He's awesome. And they hit the Muscle Buster, the double foot stomp, 1, 2, 3, got the win in a pretty good match. Like I honestly don't remember anything being too crazy. But what I really know, just going back to the whole why I don't think they should have won it. I mean, I like Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, obviously, tag team. That was really cool. Like a special wild card, dream team. But here's the deal. Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, it should be given to a team that can use that, can say, we won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We should get a title, the tag, straps or whatever. Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, let's be honest, they ain't going to be like, hey, guys, we won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, so we're pretty awesome. They're going to go on to their, things. Finn Balor's the world champ. I'm not saying he doesn't care about it or whatever. It's a great honor, Obviously. But, Finn Balor's going to be like, preparing for NXT London to be like, I won the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic with Samoa Joe. So I'm pretty prepared for this match. Or, they don't need to use that. They're not going to. They're going to be done as a tag team, honestly. I would think they are not going to continue being a tag team. Maybe they have a tag title shot on one of the NXT episodes against the Vaudevillains. But they're not going to use that. It means nothing to them, honestly. They're singles guys. They're a tag team thrown together. Should have gone with Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, honestly. But what are you going to do? And then Cody Rhodes did a great promo saying, tonight we are all Rhodes members. So I thought that was awesome. I love Cody Rhodes. I wish they would get rid of the Stardust gimmick. But whatever. So it was cool to see, the picture of the whole Rhodes family and Finn Balor and Samoa Joe. That was awesome. So, a good final. Wasn't the craziest thing ever, but a good final. The main event, Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the Women's NXT Championship in a 30-minute Iron Man match. A lot of fun and storytelling really at its finest. I tweeted that, and I really do mean it. Started out, the pacing was slowed, Obviously, they're not going to go freaking, killing each other in the first 5 minutes. Looked like Sasha Banks broke her neck. Bayley went with like an arm drag thing, but like an arm drag where you throw her over, and it looked like Sasha just landed on her neck, clear as day, about to break it. So that was kind of a scary moment because they were like 5 minutes into it. I was like, I really hope she's not hurt because that's, just the match is screwed. But they hit, Bayley did the Bayley to belly, just everything thrown. Once again, I'm not going to, remember every spot, but one of the big spots was Sasha throwing Bayley into like this stage area Titantron, and it just like, breaking like Solomon Crow, like effects, it fizzing out or whatever, freaking out. And the screen, went black, which was amazing, cool to see. Sasha gets the count out victory, which, I was really surprised by. And Sasha, one of the greatest heels after last night. Izzy, is the Bayley, like, diehard fan, the little girl at every NXT show, at that same seat. She had, like, a little, like, bow thing on that Bayley, wears or whatever. And Sasha just grabbed it from her, screaming in her family's face, and just put it on and, like, laughing at Izzy. Izzy started crying. Her dad had to, like, comfort her or whatnot. And then, like, 10 seconds later, she was fine. So I was like, did Izzy just work us? Like, was that a work? But, it was, like, Sasha just freaking heel. She's ruthless against this girl, which I thought was, pretty funny, pretty awesome. But towards the end, the finish, I think it really, really picked up and got, like, amazing, like, the last 2 minutes. Obviously, that happens in every Iron Man match. But they did this spot where I thought they were going to do it again, but Sasha was going to reverse it and then, like, do a frog splash or something to, pay homage to Eddie. But they did the reverse Frankensteiner off the top rope, and Sasha, like, fell but pretty much landed on her feet and then fell on her butt, which, pretty much is insane that she was able to do a backflip, land on her feet, and then fall on her butt. It would have been, even more amazing if she had stuck the landing, but, whatever. It's like 30 minutes. They're exhausted. And she landed, got back up, and Bayley's thinking she wins. She's, like, pulling her, hair ties or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a girl. Pulling those things, be like, all right, it's time to go. Turns around, and Sasha's able to hit the Bayley, or Sasha to belly, I guess, right on Bayley. I thought that was it, honestly. I thought she was going to pin her, and Bayley was somehow going to have to get another pin. But Bayley kicked out at 2. Then Sasha hit that brutal, backstabber into her submission, kicking her hand, just kicking her hand. They used that from last match, Bayley's hand injury. Just going back to the reverse Frankensteiner spot, it's just really great to see them use that from last match. But, Sasha be like, nope, you did that last time. You're not going to get me on it again. Storytelling just freaking awesome. Then she did the reverse thing again where she went into the, she had her in the submission, the bank statement, bounced off the rope to bring her into the middle of the ring. And Bayley was able to reverse it, get like an arm bar and a body scissors to, final seconds, like 5 seconds left. Sasha couldn't even, tap. She had to say, yes, I tapped because both her arms were, occupied. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Main event, deserving easily. And it was just awesome. The whole NXT roster, crew members, whatever, got up on stage to clap for them. Sasha, fell to her knees crying, such a great moment. Bayley got to have her moment in the middle of the ring while they were presented with flowers and stuff, which was really, cool. And it was awesome. I freaking loved it. Just great match. NXT Divas are like no other. I wish it would, continue on to the main roster, but, that doesn't happen for some reason, for whatever reason. And a lot of people, some people are actually like, if you think it's a DB Revolution or blah, 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 to take these women seriously, you need to stop freaking out like every match is the greatest thing in the world. And that's not what we're doing. It was a great match, and we're going to say it's a great match. We're not going to be like, oh, it was okay, whatever. It was a 30-minute Iron Man match. That's freaking awesome for the Divas to do. And Matt Hardy took to Twitter. I don't necessarily agree with some of the stuff he said. Basically said, oh, they have to, compare it, which I hate comparing WWE and TNA and WWE. I hate comparing them. They both have their negatives and positives. Why can't we just enjoy both? But, you're always going to get hate. They were saying, Matt Hardy was saying, TNA's always showcase their knockouts, which, I agree. That's true. And he's like, no one cared about the Divas except until the NXT thing happened, which, that he makes it sound like we never cared about the Divas ever. There was Lita, Trish Stratus, Mickie James, all that great stuff. It just, these past few years hasn't been the greatest storylines ever. And the NXT people are freaking picking up the slack, honestly. So it's like, who cares? But not going to get into anything. It was a great night. I enjoyed it. Not the best takeover, but I still enjoyed it a lot. And it was just a good night of wrestling. Showcasing tag team wrestling, which I freaking love. And the Divas, the women's wrestlers, got to freaking shine in the main event, which is so deserving. So let me know what you guys think of the show. I really love to hear your thoughts. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at 7WRocks. And I hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know anything I need to work on or whatever. But let me know what you guys thought of the show. So thank you. And as always, have a nice day.